It's 1776. The war for freedom has taken a toll on America. King George III has oppressed America by his taxes. Only one can stand in his way. Through the ideas of America, we win the war. Our General Washington steps down, returns to his home on Mount Vernon. We the people select one leader. We the people, for the people, by the people, of the people. The first selection or election is Washington by a landslide. Only time will tell what will happen in the future. Multiple presidents take George Washington's place after his passing. Many call it a great time. Jefferson calls it a splendid misery. 7 years ago, our fathers brought upon the
forth on this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. Now we are engaged in a great civil war, testing whether that nation or any nation so conceived and so dedicated can long endure. We are met on a great battlefield of that war. We have come to dedicate a portion of that field as a final resting place for those who here gave their lives that that nation might live. It is altogether fitting and proper that we should do this. But in a larger sense, we cannot dedicate, we cannot consecrate, we cannot hallow this ground. The brave men, living and dead, who struggled here, have consecrated it far above our poor power to add or detract. The world will little note, nor long remember what we say here, but it can never forget what they did here. It is for us, the living, rather, to be dedicated here to the unfinished work which they who fought here have thus far so nobly advanced. It is rather for us to be here dedicated to the great task remaining before us, that from these honored dead we take increased devotion to that cause for which they gave the last full measure of devotion. That we here highly resolve that these dead shall not have died in vain, that this nation, under God, shall have a new birth of freedom, and the government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth.
First, the text of the British White Paper on the correspondence with the German government over Poland. Secondly, the text of Prime Minister Chamberlain's statement.
The world is in shambles. The world falls to pieces. World War II begins, and France bombs England while we are bombed at the fronts. Hawaii is bombed by Japan ships and planes. We need a president to stand up for us. We need a strong leader. We need someone to fight the fight. People take Rosie the Riveteer as an influence. We shock the world with our president, who shocks the nation.
The attack yesterday on the Hawaiian Islands has caused severe damage to American naval and military forces. I regret to tell you that very many American lives have been lost. In addition, American ships have been reported torpedoed on the high seas between San Francisco and Honolulu Island. Japan has therefore undertaken a surprise offensive extending throughout the Pacific area. The facts of yesterday and today speak for themselves. The people of the United States have already formed their opinions and well understand the implications to the very life and safety of our nation. As Commander-in-Chief of the Army and Navy, I have directed that all measures be taken for our defense, but always will our whole nation remember the character of the onslaught against us.
War ends. Freedom thought to be made for all. We now face another issue.
The command of the Constitution is plain. There is no moral issue. It is wrong, deadly wrong, to deny any of your fellow Americans the right to vote in this country.
Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country.
In Europe, if you seek liberalization, come here to this gate. Mr. Gorbachev, open this gate.
Freedom made for the people of race. Freedom brought to those in different countries. Our presidents fight to make everyone feel free.
We can acknowledge that oppression will always be with us and still strive for justice. We can admit the intractability of deprivation and still strive for dignity. Clear-eyed, we can understand that there will be war and still strive for peace. We can do that, for that is the story of human progress.
But they've never succeeded because we do not scare easily. We never bow. We never bend. We never break when confronted with crisis. No, we endure. We overcome. And we always, always, always move forward.
Me for that. How dare he say that? How dare he say that? No, I'll say it. I'll say it. I'll say it. Somebody said to me the other day, "You're the most famous person in the world by far." I said, "No, I'm not. No, I'm not." He said, "Yes, you are." I said, "No." He said, "Who's more famous?" I said, "Jesus Christ."
One nation, under God, a free nation, we the people. A splendid misery, but we must not forget.